Let's do it. Hello
Wait,
and welcome to the 7th ever Mad Chat. This is starting, my friend. The new conversational podcast brought to you by themadgamers.com. Now, today we will be covering gaming news, a little bit of chit-chat. We've got our main topic today, which is going to be live events. So the main thing we're going to talk about, live events. Now, very exciting show. My name is Sam. I'm your host.
Because I'm here.
My co-host is,
Yo!
a.k.a. Mike.
How's it going?
And we have a very extra super special guest today in Mish.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I felt you deserved a little bit of
No,
something today.
you're making me
to
blush.
up yourself.
It's a good thing I don't have a webcam.
Get that webcam up. We want to see those rosy cheeks.
Yeah, no, I don't have a webcam because shit.
The whole point.
Yeah. Too poor.
Well,
I'm
look-
too.
Well, we'll start. We're going to start a Patreon for you. We're gonna get you a webcam.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
going to be. That's going to be the Mad
You
Gamers.
know what?
I think it's something that we need to do.
That works for me.
I'm going to look into that for you. Okay.
Oh my god, La, you're so good to me.
We'll make it a top tier. You know, you can spend $7 and we can get Mish a webcam.
I'll have a webcam and I'll just be all squares and triangles because it's such low quality, and I'll just be like, "Hello, how are you?"
It'll be a new Vogue. You bring something in. It'll be nice. It'll be like an artistic
knows?
channel. You can.
Oh,
Have you seen?
yes.
Have you seen?
Casey just said in the chat, by the way, did you say bad chat or mad chat? It sounded like you said bad chat.
Tell Casey that
Sometimes
her opinion on tonight's antics are irrelevant.
Mad chat, bad
Well,
chat.
she
Look,
is
they go
ultimate.
hand in hand.
It is a pretty. It is hand in hand. You have me there, sir.
What we're going to do, we're going to judge this episode at the end. We're going to get anybody that's potentially still listening, depending how bad it is, they can rate it between mad and bad, and and if need to, this can be the first ever episode 1 of Bad Chat.
Wait a minute.
You know,
wait
it doesn't-
a minute. What comes between mad and bad?
No. I was about to say, you know, the difference between mad and bad doesn't have to be 1 to 10. It could be 1 to 2. You know, like 1 could be
Scale.
bad and 2 could be mad. You know, let's think positive, gents.
Fair enough. I
Sad.
suppose.
I
2
guess we
out
could
of
make
2
it
ain't
glad
bad.
chat.
Glad chat.
Yeah, there we go.
it's-
No, see, then we'd have to go 1 to 3, and
Oh.
2 would have to be glad.
Let's
Because
just
we're like,
hope-
you know what? I'm glad I'm not bad, but I'm glad I'm not mad.
Let's just hope it's not sad chat.
Oh fuck, we're adding numbers, man. I can't even do the maths anymore.
Right.
I think we're up to
most
6.
importantly, gentlemen, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Diz.
Yes.
I was wondering if you would like to kick it off with some of those new releases coming to Xbox One and PS4.
I don't really want
You
to
got
this
something
week
for
because
me?
there's not much.
Is there any? Is there
There's-
actually
there's
anything?
not really much being released this week. There's Rocket League Collector's Edition. If anyone's interested in that.
Is it coming to disc? Is that actually going to physical retail? I know they're getting a retail.
maybe,
Is that getting?
maybe, yeah. That's probably what that is. That's yeah, and it's PS4,
okay.
Xbox One, so that's probably what that
Yep.
is, which is kind of cool.
Beautiful.
But I mean, I already own it on both PC and Xbox, so it doesn't really bother me. And then we have Energy Hook. Don't know what that is. The Banner
It's fine.
Saga 2. Again, don't know.
Oh, Banner
what that is.
Saga.
Yeah,
That is good. That's a good game.
Never seen it. Lost
Features.
It's also
Sea-
released on PC, just BT dubs.
What?
The Banner Saga 2. It's on Steam.
Oh, okay.
$20,
It
man.
is on PC.
Okay.
It is. It's on
I will-
PC.
I mean, I know that
believe-
I'm the only hardcore PC gamer here, but you know.
Right.
it's
I'll
just
believe you. And then we got. Yeah, just
No,
moving
like to be
on.
honest, when you started talking about releases, I was like, shit. I hope he doesn't ask me what PC releases are, so I looked it up.
Oh right. No.
I'm on
yeah.
Google right now.
Good. And so we've got Lost Sea, and then we've got Metal Slug Anthology.
Definitive collectors. Oh yeah. Okay, so all of them.
all of them. I'm guessing that's all of them. I actually don't know how many Metal Slugs there are. I think I've only played like 2.
There's a lot.
Yeah. So that's
There's like
wow. Hang on a sec. Oh, okay. Sorry.
No.
I read this. I half read it and then went wow, and then read the full thing and went oh, I understand that. But it says Metal Slug Anthology PS2 Classics for PS4. I didn't read the 4 PS4 part. I was just like, holy shit, they're still bringing games out for PS2.
They've released a PS2 game. No, so Sony are bringing a lot of PS2 games back to PS4. What they're doing though, they're up-resing them, making them widescreen, and giving them trophy support.
Oh, cool.
Not quite in the way that you'd want. If you own the game, you still have to buy them again. If you didn't own the game, obviously you have to buy it.
I don't know if you guys touched on it, but just on the topic of PS2, did you hear that? I think it was like April 20 something. PS2 servers officially shut down. They shut down the last PS2 server that was still running.
Yes, because there was a Star Wars game that was running on it. Was it Knights of the Old Republic?
Something like that. I can't remember what it was, but PS2 is officially dead now. Like,
yeah, it's officially done.
You can't play online.
Wow.
Yeah,
which makes me really sad. I can't find my PS2.
Does that really make you that sad, considering you probably haven't played your PS2 in quite some time?
Well, it makes me sad because PS2 is the only console I could play on because I don't have any other console.
Oh Lord!
I know.
Okay.
I know. Oh Lord, it's right.
Well, look, now there's an upper tier again above webcam on our new Patreon that we'll be looking into after this to see if we can get you a PS3. Okay.
No. It's like I said to you earlier, Sam. I have already got my girlfriend's approval for buying a PS4, so it's okay. I will get.
Well, she can buy the upper echelon. She can get you a PS4.
I mean, we can still start a Patreon to fucking get me a PS4 if you really want.
You know what?
Let's look into the viability of Patreon.
I'm honestly just gonna go to my mate's house and tell him that his is broken.
Oh, fair enough. Sounds good. Okay. Anyway,
when he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'll just be like, "I don't know. I'll take it and I'll fix it and I'll tell him I can't."
I've already
fix it
thrown it out for you. Don't worry, it's gone.
Hey, Mish.
Oh, there we go.
You're starting to talk more than I am. I don't like it.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, can I finish these new releases for fuck's sake?
Hit me with it, Mikey. What do you got?
There's only 3 more. There's Inside for PC, Hawken, which looks to be some sort of mech warrior Titan type game. I actually haven't looked into it too much. All I've really looked at is the cover, and that's it. And then
probably enough.
Well, that's really it. Fury, something like that. Yeah. No, that's it pretty much this week. So,
does anything capture your fancy, Marky? You want to play on there? Like, is that? No. I mean, Inside maybe, but it's already been released for the Xbox, so I mean that's not really that new. Same with Rocket League. I mean, I like Rocket League. Rocket League is a lot of fun, but again,
Rocket League's the shit.
Rocket League is a lot of fun, and I'm quite surprised at how much I actually enjoyed that game.
Did we hear if Rocket League is getting the cross play between? I know it's between PS4 and PC, I think, and Xbox and PC. But are we gonna get the Xbox to PS4?
To be quite honest, I know we touched on this last week, and I didn't do any research, and to be honest, I don't see it happening ever.
If I can throw my 2 cents in, I reckon, being a PC gamer, I reckon that the first game to go cross-platform will be console to console rather than console to PC.
No, that's not true. Because
I remember reading up when they were talking about doing GTA 5 as cross-platform, and Rockstar basically said they would never cross-platform it with PC first because if you have a high-end PC, the graphics output that you can have is so much higher than what a current next-gen console could do. So it's like they were trying to figure out what they'd have to do because they couldn't have a PC. Like, I mean, let's just say you had in game. Let's just say you had 200 meters of like rendered distance to view on PC, but a console could only do 150. It's like, well, that
You've
makes
got a
it so
clear
much
advantage,
worse
of
for
course.
console gamers.
But that's not quite true,
Yeah.
considering has been a couple of games that have been cross-platform
Well,
between
already,
PC and PS4. And one that springs to mind is Final Fantasy 14.
And,
Yeah, but fuck that
and
game.
Rocket League. Rocket League between Xbox
I don't think that's
and the
out
PC. It's not happening yet,
It's not out
but it's
yet,
happening.
I'm
They've
pretty
announced
sure.
it, correct?
I think so. I think they announced it at E3, but I haven't looked up to actually a release date. I don't even know if I've got.
Okay,
a
'cause,
release date for
because
that.
the big thing is that game has got the quality is only so you can only get so good. Your distance, like you're saying, Mish, is only from one side of the court to the other. So the quality, but the quality between the console and the PC probably still optimized PC will be better, but I can't imagine that it is that different that it's going to change the gameplay. So that kind of game would work perfectly fine. But
great thing
certainly
about
something
that
like
game, the great thing about that game is actually the fact that it's actually better suited for a console, and they even say it when you first start the game up, is that this will be a better experience with a controller.
yeah. So you just plug your controller into the PC though. Huh?
Yeah, but so you're not and I think the biggest problem with cross-platform is the fact that you have, like, for example, first-person shooters will never happen because no one I say no one, but very minimal amount of people will actually be able to take out people with a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I got a mate that plays Killzone, whatever the latest one is. I don't even know the name of the latest one, but he plays it like competitively and everything like that, and says that 80% of the people in his clan use like the PS4 mouse and keyboard to play it, because with a mouse, if you just wind your DPI up to like 8 or 9,000, like there's nothing you can do on a controller to outturn that person.
No, of course not.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, I play with on my mouse. I think I play with like 9,500 DPI for first-person shooters, and I jump on a controller and I'm just like, oh my god, this is slow.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So that'll never happen. But the problem is, like, like Sam was saying, that Rocket League is perfectly suited for it, because it's exactly the same with a keyboard and mouse as it is going to be with a controller. So that's one good example of a game that can be cross-platform. But I don't ever see it going cross-platform between console to console, because, and only reason why is because Sony and Microsoft are direct competitors, and that's the only reason why. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
and I get
Sammy, you
that,
still
but at the same time,
Yeah,
I reckon if Sony and Microsoft can just suck it the fuck up, like, what, like, because I mean, have you guys heard the talk about GTA 6?
No, I've been put off
So-
GTA altogether.
Well, you would, but anyway, there's a whole bunch of talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 and how they're going to break the meta on it and everything like that, and it's not going to be based in America. It's going to be based in Japan and be more like Sleeping Dogs and
they
everything like that.
they canned that idea. They canned it because they can't.
Oh, did they?
Like, they can't make Japan a viable city to be running around. Yeah, because it's so dense and the buildings are so weirdly placed in the streets. There's like multiple levels on the streets, and like they actually sent people over when they were looking to, I think, for GTA 5, when they were planning on which city to do it on. They'd actually sent a research team to Japan to scout it, or it could be for number 6. But yeah, and they had people going through there. They were mapping it, and they canned the idea.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So and they were seriously considering it. I mean, they may do it in the future, but it's not. You think GTA? You are essentially
You're American,
a flat
basically.
map, right? Yeah. True. It is. I would have loved it. I loved Sleeping Dogs. I'd be
Oh yeah,
all
dude.
over
I
that.
played the shit out of that game. I think I beat it
And-
like 3 or 4 times. Like
And Japan would be beautiful because they could do all the random seasons. You could have cherry blossoms. You could have obviously you have mountains and shit like you do in GTA 5, but they're very diverse in a small little area. But at the same time, it was not viable to make it realistic with their roadways and everything.
but I mean,
because I would have loved the shit out of it.
Well,
Oh,
all I
yeah,
had to,
I
all I
would've
had to say
loved
about
it
Rockstar, all I had to say about Rockstar is the fact that I hope they don't make the same mistake they did with GTA 5 and give all of their loyal fans mixed signals when they give you a promise and then don't deliver.
Look,
So they can get.
well, yes. I mean, all I can hope for is if they release a Grand Theft Auto 6, is that they don't go, we'll give it to the console gamers and we'll give it to the PC gamers 6 months later, and then 6 months later go, we'll give it to you in 6 months, and then 6 months after that go, we'll give it to you in 6 months. Because I mean, honestly, dude,
what the fuck? You're complaining.
that-
What about fucking Heist? We were promised it for a year and a half, and we still
No.
didn't get it.
No, what I'm shitty about is that as soon as Grand Theft Auto 5 was announced for PC, I went, I'm going to pre-order it. I went through, Gypster, eh?
Yeah, but I pre-ordered the game for
No,
Online Heist.
hang on.
And I didn't get it for a year
Because-
and a half.
Just for everyone that doesn't know, Gypster's a guy that I game with on
Yeah, he's been on the
PC
channel
who
before.
he has a CD company, blah 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 blah. I ordered through him when it was announced, and when he said to me, "I can get you Grand Theft Auto," and I was like, "Cool." Bought it off him, like the pre-order edition, everything like that, and then waited like another 18 months before I could actually get a working CD key to use.
damn.
And the problem is because everybody knew that you could just go through the social club and change like your console like online account to your PC account.
Yeah.
By the time that came round, everyone that I knew that played GTA 5 on console was over it because they'd played for 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
Well,
just
that
like,
was-
well,
hey,
what
I
the
was a
fuck?
good,
Like,
I
just
was a
wasted
good
so much
example
money.
of that. I was a good example of that because I bought the game on PC,
Yeah.
and about a month later I was over it because I'd been already playing it for 2 years on 2 different fucking consoles. Even. But what I want to say though is touching on the subject of like stuff being pushed back and release dates, stuff like that. Sam, how are you liking Fallout 4 mods?
Sorry?
How are you liking Fallout 4 mods?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Oh, Fallout.
Oh, except for the fact that you still don't have them
shutting down. I'm shutting down.
Wait, no, we don't have mods yet.
yet? No.
And they still haven't. I don't think they've even announced a date for the PS4.
Do you
But-
do you want to know the reason why? Or sorry, my speculate. Actually, it's not even my speculated reason why. It's actually a friend of mine, Alex's speculated reason. Do you want to know? Do you want to know the reason?
Why? Hit me.
Because if
Hit
you
me
look
with
at,
this. Hit me with the speculation. Hit me with the speculation. What's up?
if you look in the terms and conditions of your PS4 and your online
Yes.
user, basically terms and conditions, it says that you're not allowed to modify a game, and that is a direct violation if you do. So I reckon, and because Xbox doesn't have that in their terms and conditions, I reckon Bethesda's having trouble with getting around the red tape of Sony. That's what I reckon it is.
See,
That
this is
is-
why I game on PC, because if anyone wants to mod anything, there's fucking nothing anyone can do about it, man.
That's one perk of having a PC. There is many, many others, I imagine. Except, how are your drivers? How are your drivers today?
Drivers.
Drivers? They're working well. Look, what I want to do, I want to
Actually,
quickly.
no.
we'll-
Actually, to be fair, now that you mention
Shut
it,
up!
when I was playing Overwatch just before, I was like, "Fuck, I need to update my graphics drivers." Like, so you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna update my graphics drivers.
Right. Go on, Sam. What
Probably
do
a
you
good
wanna do?
idea. No, look, what I wanted to do, I wanted to break into the news for this week. Now,
Oh fuck! There's news this week.
well, there's a couple of little bits. Now we were speaking quite a bit in quite an angry way of GTA 5 before. I'm not sure if you guys have heard or have been aware of it, but it's new to me. that there has been a new unlockable character found, or like a new playable character, in the guise of a Bigfoot. Now you have to be
what?
You have to be at a particular place to eat a particular kind of gold peyote on a particular time, and you literally wake up as Bigfoot. It has taken years for people to find it, but there is a playable character. I don't know if you guys were aware. It was fresh to me. I read about it the other day.
Is that on PC or the consoles?
Dude, it's GTA 5. I think it is just it's in game. It's something that you should potentially have a look at if you are still playing that game. It sounded like a little bit before when you were.
It's still installed, so I suppose I could have.
You should probably have a look at it. It's something to do with like on a Monday you have to go to a certain part of the forest and eat a certain kind of peyote.
See,
Mondays
don't work for me. Mondays don't work for me. Can they make it Tuesday?
Can they make it Tuesday?
Dude, I've got no idea.
Okay,
I've got no idea how it works. But it's one of those things. It's like that. Was it Mike Tyson's knockout? What was that knockout game? Back in the day, they found. It was an old.
Who's Mike Tyson?
It was an old boxing game from like the early 90s. People found there was cheats in the game that no one had known about, and there's a way to pass the levels that they'd actually built into the game. Like the dude in the back, as soon as he gets his camera out and he takes a photo, there's special timing. That's when you hit the guy and you can knock him out in one punch.
Oh yeah,
anyway,
I did
was
see
discovered.
Like that. Yeah, like the patterns. Yeah.
It was discovered like 26 years after the game was released. It was a thing they put in the game, and it was just that blew my mind. That stuff was still being found out new about games like that much later. Anyway, GTA 5, Bigfoot playable character, kind of fun. Now there was a PS2 game called Warriors or The Warriors based on the movie The Warriors. It's like an open world. Warriors game based on it, and literally you form gangs, you go out, it's Grand Theft Auto. Anyway, there has been there's been a leak on PSN profiles. Yeah, that game is being another one like we were talking before. PS2 bringing to PS4 up-res. It's getting like achievements. What are they called?
Fuck, that almost might be a reason just to get a PS4 for that game. That was an amazing game.
That's getting coming out. That was.
Sam, you're a PlayStation gamer, obviously.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have touched on it because I haven't actually watched the last 3 weeks of podcasts. Because, funnily enough, I've actually been in the hospital every night that the podcasts come out.
Oh, stop being a fucking girl about it.
Oh, shut up! It's not for me. It's for my pregnant girlfriend. So blow me.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't want to be there, but I am there.
Wait, whoa! Just remember, this is on the internet. You can't erase the internet.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's
just don't
probably
upload
away.
it to the YouTube channel. My girlfriend will never know. But no, I don't know if you've touched on it at all. But are you like super pumped for the new God of War, Sam?
Oh, dude, a little tear came to my eye when I saw that game pop up at the E3, like it's a little sizzle reel thing. I was like, oh, what? You see this little kid playing with a knife on the ground, and then you hear this voice,
and you're like, I know that voice, like that it can't be. And then he's like, we need food, and you're like,
off. And like again, even just now I'm getting chills thinking about it. You see, and it's just an old man Kratos just strolls out of the shadows, and it's like, oh
yeah,
yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I still have very, very, very vivid memories of like God of War 1 coming. I think my sisters bought it for me for like my 16th birthday or something like that, and I remember doing nothing those school holidays but just playing God of War 1 over and over and over and over, and like clocking it and just going, I'm playing it again, and beating it and going, I'm playing it again. Like, that's how much I love that franchise, man. Like, I can't wait.
It's weird that it sounds like it sounds like you have quite an affiliation with it, but like it is. Kratos, to get that excited about him is such a weird thing because he is such an awful character. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's
such
an
an
arsehole.
awful
He's
protagonist. There's nothing good about. Like he's just rage. He's just anger, and he's there all the time. He's got no
think it's
depth
because
or
I
anything,
relate
which
to
is
him.
interesting. Yeah, I could tell just by the way your voice doesn't ever change. You're always that one angry level.
Pretty much.
Like his.
Yeah, fuck you, cunt.
Okay, so I'm just looking on the PS Vita here, and there is a God of War game. It's for the PSP.
Yeah, it's an old PSP game.
Yeah, it's like something of Olympus
It's
or
not
something
very
like that.
Yeah.
It's
not good?
pretty average. It's
Oh,
pretty
it's
average.
God of War Collection.
Don't do it.
God of
Don't
War
do it, mate.
Ghost of
Don't do it.
No.
No, just give up.
Oh, Ghost of Sparta. Yeah, it's like the PSP games are not what the actual console versions of them were. They were sadly they were not well received.
So
No.
don't
But look,
worry
definitely
about
worth a
them.
play if you want to dip your fingers into it. Jump on, have a go on them. Now, a couple other little bits of news. Nothing sadly overly exciting. Other than the Warriors details that came out, there's a couple bits coming out for Street Fighter. The only one that really captures my fancy from any of the Street Fighter 5 stuff that has come out is that Balrog's in this one, and Balrog used to be my jam when I played like Street Fighter 2 Alpha, whatever it was.
I
Like
was more of a Tekken guy.
you were a Tekken guy.
I'm still a Tekken guy.
I'm guessing you played as Eddie.
No, I played as God, man.
You played as Gon. Okay, Tekken 3.
Tekken 3, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was in. I think he was
That
introduced.
unbeatable
Okay.
combo. Remember the unbeatable combo?
That's right. We just fucking picked forwards. That's all you did. I remember. Damn.
I love how, like, fucking 15 years later, you still get, like, saltiness in your voice.
It's still
fucking picking!
No, like
Is
I
it-
still
is it-
like I.
No, continue. Go.
It was the worst.
Go.
No,
Have you guys talked about Overwatch at all?
Overwatch? No, not you.
Not at all.
Have you not?
No,
How
I
have you not touched on Overwatch at all?
I haven't played it.
'Cause it's a
Hayden hasn't
PC
played it.
game.
Mike.
We predominantly have, well, up until recently, a console podcast, really.
No, it's good.
Yep,
Actually, I
well,
really like the diversity having the PC.
Overwatch has released on all platforms, so
Yes, it has.
Yes, but none of us have played it, dickhead.
have you actually not?
I played the beta, which was like a day.
Have you played any of it, Sam, at all? Or
Now, I have not. Now, it's got MOBA tendencies, I believe.
basically take a MOBA, turn it into first person.
Yeah.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. It's a first-person MOBA, but
Yeah.
at the same time, there is. Okay, so I mean, I've played League of Legends religiously since its second season. I mean, so we're into season 6 now, so that's 4 and a bit years of playing League of Legends, and sort of thought I knew what a MOBA was, and then jumped into Overwatch, and Overwatch in a way redefines what a MOBA is, because even though, you know, the champion you pick is a support, you know, quote unquote support champion, you can still play them in an offensive role if you know them well enough, if you know their abilities well enough and everything like that. So
If the opportunity arises, you actually can just, because it's still based on the 3 trees getting up and destroying the other base, or is it legit?
Nah, so
you run around just first person shooting.
it's like different map types. So you have, you know, like a control map where you'll have one point which is in the middle of the map, and the teams need to fight over control for that one point, and when you have control of the point, you gain up to 100 points to win the game.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And
It's
it
got
sort of
MOBA
goes back and
tendencies.
forth and
It's
back
not
and forth. Yeah. And then you have other ones which is like, you know, you have this package which you need to escort to the other side of the map, but when the enemy team's around, the package won't move. So you know,
you got to clear them
sort of
out.
see what I mean? You got to kill the enemy team and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. Like,
That's the game mode I played in, and I actually enjoyed it. and you know me, I don't really like first-person shooters too much.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I know.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't hate them. I'm just not very good at them, which is why I don't play them.
Which is why you hate them. Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
get it.
I don't hate them, but it's a vicious cycle. I don't like them because I don't play them because I'm not good at them. It's a vicious cycle.
The thing, yeah, like I mean, I've got heaps of mates that play Overwatch, man. Like, if we check right now, hang on,
It's a
30
good.
friends.
It was a
I
good
have-
game.
right now, I have 30 friends online on BattleNet, and 23 of them are playing Overwatch. Like, I mean,
yeah,
and
it's been a very popular game.
all the reviews I've seen for Overwatch and everything like that, like Overwatch is actually a really good game. Like, I know it's Blizzard, and everyone was, well, me personally, having as much of a history as I do with Blizzard through World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I was just sort of going, "Fuck, this is going to be a failure." Just like just like Diablo 3
Battleborn,
was.
just
when it
like
It's interesting you should say that actually, because coming from someone who didn't have the extensive history with Blizzard, I looked at the game and went, it looks interesting and looks good and looks fairly different from Blizzard's other games, so I might give it a go. That's the whole reason I gave it a go.
I very, very definitely had my reservations about Overwatch when it was announced and everything like that. I played the beta and just sort of went, holy fuck, Blizzard have done a game right.
Oh, really?
I mean, I think the reason for that is definitely because I came from League of Legends to Overwatch. I mean, obviously I played LoL religiously for 4 years. I haven't touched League in probably 3.5 months. Since the beta for Overwatch came out, I just sort of went, cool, this is what I'm going to devote my time to.
Yeah.
And
I don't look like a noob too much here, but did you just refer to it as LOL?
Yeah, because it's
League of
if you look at
Is
the
it League of
anagram for
Legends?
it, League of Legends, LOL.
Oh, is that it? I had no idea.
Oh, no,
That is
that's a thing, dude.
amazing.
Jeez, I don't even play it. And I know.
Is it
that's-
legit actually a thing? Because
Yeah,
I've
man.
never heard that
Yeah,
before.
no, they
Yeah, no,
have
it's-
LOL. They have LOL tournaments.
Oh, damn it! Well, I know it's called League, and that's what it's the only thing I've ever
Yeah,
heard of it referred to.
Quite, yeah, it's either League or LOL.
Oh,
Yeah.
League of
Oh.
Legends, yeah, pretty much.
blew my mind. Look, informative podcast
Just
for
like-
me
just-
anyway.
There we
Just
go.
just
There we
like
go.
just like Game of Thrones
it's
has
just-
got.
I didn't.
No, I've
Okay.
never referred to it as that.
I do.
That's- no, I
I do.
I'm not a faggot, so
Oh, fuck you.
Well-
hey, can you just hold the door for me, bro?
Little spoilers. We should yell spoilers there. It's fine.
No, honest to God, if anybody is watching this right now going, oh, I haven't seen that episode, then fuck you. You are so far behind the times, it's not even funny. Okay,
Sam?
get better internet. Download
Sam?
the episode now.
Sam, do you want to pipe
I
up?
don't know what you guys are talking about. I got no idea what you guys are talking about.
I knew that was coming.
What we're gonna
okay.
do? We're gonna continue on the news for a little bit.
Okay,
Now-
go for it.
Oh yes.
I don't know if
Let's
you
get to the
guys,
news.
you are not a PlayStation fan, Mitch. Did you ever play
no.
Polyphony's
I wouldn't
game?
say I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. I value PC gaming higher than everything else.
Okay, fair enough. Did you ever play Gran Turismo?
Oh fuck yeah! I'm a bogan.
Yeah. Do you
bro.
know about
Of
the
course
new
I
one, the
did.
Gran Turismo? Do you know Gran Turismo Sport's coming out, the newest one?
What?
Gran Turismo Sport. Gran Turismo Sport's coming out for
Fucking
VR.
ass.
So
way.
anyway, so Gran Turismo Sport VR, now they are actually there is a closed alpha. They are bringing people, closed beta, maybe closed beta. They are bringing people in for it. It's coming out end of the year anyway. There is,
Yeah, so it'll
there's
be-
ways that
it'll
you
be a
can
closed
apply
beta
and
if
get
it's
access to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you sign up for that, Sam?
I did not, because I don't
Why
want to ruin it. I want to play the real game when it comes out in VR. I don't want to, because I got my I got it all coming. Now
That's right, you got it all coming.
for Xbox One fans, if you don't already have one, I know they sold out pretty fast. I think when they came out, the Elite controllers. They are
you mean the new ones? The new Elite controllers? Sorry, not the Elite controllers.
no, the Elite controller when it came out, because it was expensive, when it came out.
Did it sell out?
I don't know. Maybe it didn't. Anyway, it's getting a $30 price reduction. I assume to go
really?
with all the changes and everything that are happening. Yeah.
Is that $30 US or $30 our money?
I believe it's $30 US. So I don't know what it's going to be converted.
So
It'll probably be like
40,
That'll be about 40, 50 bucks.
It's about $45.
Have a look in wherever you're living. Have a look at your own. Microsoft.
Which will mean that'll bring the price here, because I know an Elite controller is about $200 here, so that'll bring it down to about $155. That's actually not too bad.
Now it's happening next piece. It is coming to both PS4 and Xbox One. Skyrim. It's coming to next gen consoles, which is pretty exciting. Unfortunately, if you had it on PS3 or Xbox 360, you are not able to transfer your saves. So I only heard about that today, and that bit of information cut me because I've still got it on my PS3 wherever it is. I think it's probably back in New Zealand. I've got hundreds, if not thousands of hours in Skyrim. I don't know if either of you guys... No, definitely not. Definitely not Mish. Have you got Skyrim on 360?
Hell fucking yeah. Dude, I'm a Blizzard, I'm a Bethesda fan, man, of course I am.
So unfortunately, yeah, you cannot convert your saves across. I only found that out today.
That's
disappointing.
The remastered one.
Yeah, the new one that's coming out. So I mean, it's going to be a fairly different game.
To be honest, I'm actually not. Yeah, I'm not too depressed with that, considering the fact that it's going to be a high-res game. You're probably going to want to play from the start anyway. So
man, I'm so excited about playing from the start. But like if I just wanted to play some in-game stuff, if I wanted to have my Dragonic armor, whatever it's called.
Dragonic?
I can't even remember what it's called now.
The dragon armor, yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is, where you got to get the bone and you got to get the. It was so sick. Anyway, can't use that for a while. Hopefully that book cheat still works. You find that book in that cave.
Ogma Infinium.
Yeah.
See, that's how much of a fan I am. I still remember the glitches.
You are quite the fan. This is the first I've actually heard of it. Mostly, I imagine, because it was deemed to be cancelled. But there is a Halo TV series being made. Now there was word that they were stopping. It is still in production, so there is going to be a Halo TV series. I don't know where it's coming out.
TV series?
I've only saw very, very short clips. And yeah, it's a TV series for Halo.
Because there was that movie.
Is it going to be similar to the live action one, or?
Yeah, they're Forward Unto Dawn. I imagine it might be along similar veins, but that had. I know Diz. I know Mike didn't really enjoy it that much when I forced him to watch it. I thought for the first time for him seeing it, but no, he'd seen it like 6 times.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I did enjoy watching it.
I quite enjoy it.
I didn't mind it.
I enjoyed Forward Unto Dawn. Oh, actually, Mike, did you? Because we were both at film school while that was being filmed. When you guys went to, did you guys go to Post Road and Weta?
Yes.
Did you see the Warthog?
Yes.
There you go. Like
that Warthog was a converted. That was my.
That was your what?
That's what got me so pumped about it, dude. Is because I saw the Warthog and just went, "No way, Weta actually built the Warthog! Holy shit!" And then Forward Unto Dawn came out, and I was like, "I was there. I saw that. Yep, yeah, I was part of this." I looked at it and gave my nod of approval.
That's not. Weta didn't make Forward Unto Dawn.
No, Weta didn't make Forward Unto Dawn, but they made the Warthog and Master Chief suit.
Because they were going to make their own one, and there's a clip of it on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, because Peter Jackson was going to make one, wasn't he?
Yeah, yes. And he ended up spending too much money. Yeah. That's the one Weta was making. But I imagine they probably still.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because there was a not a trailer, but a scene that was released.
Yeah, dude.
And it had that fucking.
And it had full CG grunts and stuff in it.
Yeah. And
now the Warthog that for that was actually driven by my mum's friend. He was the 4-wheel drive champion something of New Zealand at the time.
Nice.
They took his truck, converted it to 4-wheel steering, and he was actually going to be the driver for it, but they canned it before. I don't think they even...
Wow.
It was going to be crazy.
I would have liked to have seen that movie actually come out, because that movie would have been awesome.
Amazing.
I
Amazing.
wonder if they've still got the footage somewhere. Surely they've still got the footage somewhere. They wouldn't have scrapped it.
Some of it
fair,
leaked. I mean, I don't know how much there is.
Knowing Peter Jackson, he probably definitely does still have the footage somewhere, and he probably has a plan for it.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Did you guys ever meet? Did you meet Peter Jackson? Is this where this is going? Because if
Yes.
you did, that's pretty...
My crew did. I don't know if your crew did, Michael.
No, unfortunately, we only got to see his parking space at.
Oh, bro,
At
that's
the studios.
Cool. Was it empty at the time? You know,
It
were they
was-
just
it
sort of like,
was
this
empty at the
is where
time.
Peter Jackson parks his car,
No,
and
no,
everyone was like,
And everyone was
oh
like,
my god.
Oh, sorry. No, I lied. We didn't actually even get to see any of Peter Jackson's stuff when we were at film school. It was after film school when I was working on What We Do in the Shadows that we were filming at, fucking, what's the place called in fucking out in Wellington? Peter Jackson
Park Road
Studios.
Post?
No, not Park Road Post. Fuck. The studios, the film studios, where they filmed fucking shitloads of Lord of the Hobbit and shit.
Stone Street.
Yeah, Stone Street
Yeah,
Studios.
Stone
Yeah.
Street Studios. Yeah.
So we went there, and I saw his, and I took a picture of, even though we weren't allowed to, I took a picture of his parking spot because it had
Do you know-
Peter Jackson.
Do you know why our film crew met him?
Yeah, why did you meet him? Actually,
Is
I think you
because
remember telling
the
me.
week that we were supposed to graduate at the embassy was the same week that he was releasing. I can't remember what it
Lord of
was.
the Rings. It was one of the Lord of the Rings.
No.
Oh, it was
no,
The
no. I'm pretty. Yeah, it was The Hobbit. I'm pretty sure that was when the first Hobbit movie was coming out. Was the same week.
Oh, that was a
And
fucking mental
he-
fucking week though in Wellington.
Yeah, but he came in to the film. So you guys must have been in your final production stage.
No, we were doing. It was just
You
before-
guys were doing your end of year movie. You guys must have been because you guys weren't there.
No. We
none
weren't
of
doing
Group
those. We were
25
doing.
there.
No, because we were doing something else. Because you hadn't graduated yet,
That's right.
and so you guys
That's right,
had
yeah.
just finished your final film.
Yeah, so you guys
and
must
we
have
were
been
doing our
your
mid-year
5 minute
films.
your 5 minute dramas.
Our 5-minute dramas. That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah.
And
So
Peter
did he
Jackson,
actually come into the film school?
he came into the film
Sorry,
school
sorry,
and
everyone.
personally
This
apologized.
is awesome.
Sorry, we're having a nerd moment here.
Yeah.
He came in and personally apologized to our class for delaying our graduation by a week.
You fucking cunts! No way.
Yeah, nah, straight up. Like he came in and like Sema was standing there and everything like that, and she's just like nodding and everything like that. Like, yeah, he's sorry. Yeah, but no, yeah, he came in and apologized because
Wow.
when you did, because your graduation was at the embassy as well, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, obviously the film school has to write a letter to the embassy saying, can we use your facilities, blah, 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 all that kind of shit. And the embassy basically turned around and said, yes, you can. And then a week after they had submitted the application was like, no, you can't because Sir PJ is...
Sir PJ.
PJ.
Is that?
It's,
Is that
you
another
you
acronym
fucking
or
been a
whatever?
monster now. You're on
Honest to
fucking Pete.
honest to God, he stands up in front of the class and goes, hello, I'm Sir Peter Jackson. Please call me Sir PJ. Like,
No shit, really.
Is he actually a sir? Like, has he been knighted? Has he been knighted?
Yeah, he's been knighted. He has been knighted.
He was knighted after the
He's not as
Lord
much of a
Lord.
cunt as Richie McCaw, who denied his first knighthood, denied his second knighthood, and then after he retired from rugby, it was like, oh, I'll take a knighthood now.
Bring it back to
I
rugby.
wouldn't mind a knighthood or two. That'd be fine.
I'm pretty sure you can only get one knighthood, but it's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I really
honestly,
don't know.
Richie McCaw has been offered a knighthood twice, turned it down twice, and then took it the third time he got offered.
Yeah, but again, that's rugby. No one cares.
I do. I'm a bogan.
I've got two more tiny little pieces of news.
And then we can get
But
on
we-
to the live events thing.
Yes, let's look.
All of that.
There is. I don't know if you guys heard. did you guys hear of PT, the Konami game with Kojima? PT, the Silent Hills game?
PT?
PT. Anyway, they got cancelled because of the whole Konami Kojima drama. Now, there is a new game that was spoken about at E3, which is Silent Hills Biohazard, I think, which is what actually Resident Evil was called in Japan. That has got a demo that came out at after E3, I think. Anyway, just a bit of trivia for you. It has had 2 million downloads, 2 million people play it as well. So it's huge. The demo has been a huge success, as much of a success as a demo can be.
That's pretty cool.
So positive news for that game. That game also, for your knowledge, is going to be in VR. So a VR horror game is going to be
I fucking love talking about
freakishly scary. Well, I'm excited for you. I don't know about it. I don't know you guys. Obviously.
For me? What?
I don't know. You should be excited about it.
I'm not excited about it because I'm not getting VR anytime soon.
Well,
You're gonna bring yours over, and I'm not gonna play it because it's a fucking horror game.
Yeah, we won't play that. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to play it because I'm not that. First of all, not that good with horror games in general, and I'm not very good at games. And I imagine if I'm scared and then not that good at games, it's gonna be a horror story in itself. Just me trying to play it. And not games related, but huge news. Yesterday, I think 3rd of July, 2016, is the 25th anniversary of when Terminator 2: Judgment Day was first released. So again, important news. Maybe not important to anyone that's listening, but my favorite movie of all time, 25th anniversary anyway. Yesterday.
25 years, eh? That means we're super fucking old because I remember when that movie came out.
Yeah, well, I was 3 when it was released.
I was 5.
So I don't remember. You were what? You were 5.
4 nearly going 5. Yeah.
Okay. Look, what we can move on to now. Everyone, I'm sure, has been sitting on the edge of their seats about it.
Yeah.
We are.
Hang on. Before, just on the topic of horror games. Oh,
yes.
What's it called? There's a place in Sydney. It's like right next to Chinatown.
Yep.
There's like a gaming thing like in Chinatown. What's it called? I want to say like Galaxy World or something like that.
Could be. I don't know. Is it live
Sam
arcade?
Obviously has never been there.
Is it like an arcade, like open
arcade style thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my mate went there, and we were looking at this thing, and it was called something like Escape from Hell or something like that. And I was looking at it. I was like, "Are you good with horror game?"
And he's gone.
That's fine.
That's right.
I'm sure.
As Mike does that every now and again. So we'll just move on with it. He'll eventually fix it. In fact, I'll just mute him quickly.
I am sure.
No. I'm still here. I'm still
here.
Here we go. All right. Yeah, I just had to rotate it like 0.2 degrees. Because I was like, because this thing says it's 4D. And he was like, the fuck does that mean? I was like, well, I'm guessing like the chairs moves, it blows shit in your face, like all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And yeah. And he was like, yeah, I got this. He goes, I'm real good at first-person shooters. And I was like, yeah, sweet. And so it's one of these games where you sit in these chairs with a gun, which you point at the screen, pull the trigger to shoot. But like every time something jumps out, it blows air in your face, vibrates the chair to scare the shit out of you and everything like that.
Amazing.
Dude, it was so good. And I was sitting there thinking, going, I wish gaming at home was exactly like this.
I don't at all. I don't get you.
It's too scary.
Why do you people like this shit? It's fucking oh, hello, Devil. How's it going? Devil's watching. How you doing, buddy? You just said, "What up, sexy beasts?"
Damn, that's a nice intro.
Can I be honest?
Yes, you can be blatant.
I actually have the best girlfriend in the world because I texted her halfway through our conversation saying, "Can I have 3 more beers?" And she bought me 3 more beers without even saying a word. Oh man,
best girlfriend
I win life.
Sorry, Devil,
because I only have
if you
3
said that
left.
comment a while ago, I missed it. and because I don't look at the comments.
Oh wait, yeah, you're streaming on the YouTube.
You'll fucking get drunk, aren't you?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, we don't have long to go before I get highly inappropriate.
Oh Jesus, we need to wrap this up very soon. Okay.
Okay,
anyway.
well let's move on. Let's move on then until to our main jam tonight. We wanted to talk a little bit about some of our best experiences at arenas, at general events. Now, Mike, you spoke before. You don't have a lot of history.
Well,
what's your favorite you've been to, your live event show?
I'm gonna try and say this without sounding extremely homosexual.
Excellent.
My favourite event that I've been to in an arena was a concert by a certain artist.
Yep, a singular artist.
A singular artist.
Okay. Should we try and guess who this is? Give us
you
hints.
can try and guess. He
give us
only
some
did
hints.
2 concerts in New Zealand.
it's a man.
One was in Auckland and one was...
Robbie Williams.
Fuck. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I know. How is that bad? That would have been amazing.
It was amazing, but a lot of people don't really like it and find it quite...
That's so weird. Like, is it his new stuff or his old stuff?
GXX count. GSX count. Does count, yes. Sorry, his new... well, the concert was... shit, I would have been about 16, so it was over 10 years ago. So,
Okay, so it was before he went sing how you... whatever the... Sing you're winning?
no, his latest... fuck, I don't even remember, actually. But... Yeah,
That's
I think
fine.
it was Sing When You're Winning. Yeah, that was his latest one before Swing.
Was that his thing in Wellington or?
Yeah, no. I went to both because I'm actually a huge Robbie Williams
Okay,
fan.
so if you went to the one in Wellington,
I went to the one in Wellington.
if you went to the one in Wellington, which I went to as well.
Right.
Yes.
Your mic is getting shitty
No.
here, Mish. You need to sort that out.
Yeah, I know my mic is constantly shitty. Is that better?
My mic
that
sounds
is better.
nice. Check 1. My mic sounds nice.
Oh,
Anyway, carry on.
oh, testing. 1, 2, 3. No, so I entered this competition, which when I was, I must have been
Enrique
about 9.
Iglesias. Sorry, Devil.
It was Robbie Williams. We're sort of on the topic of Robbie Williams.
Yeah,
so
no, sorry,
your insult kind of failed. So
No.
shut the fuck up, Batman.
Devil in the shut up. Devil in the chat just said Enrique Iglesias. Question mark.
No,
Oh my,
No,
that would have been
fuck that
amazing.
guy.
If I only have PS2 in his
been
mole.
amazing. Anyway, sorry.
I would have
carry
only
on.
gone before he got his mole removed. He's not the same man anymore. You know that? You know you got that mole removed? Waste. It's a
he's
waste.
half the man he used to be.
Oh, a third.
Oh, third.
Less.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
sorry. Carry on, Mish. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I
So
had to-
when I was, so what? How old did you say you were when you went to Robbie Williams?
Me, the concert in Auckland, which was the second visit.
The one in Wellington.
That was when I was 16. Now the one in Wellington, I would have
So,
only
no.
been about 13.
Yeah. So if you were 13, how old are you now?
29.
Really old.
Yeah, a lot older than 16.
So I would have been 9 or
13
10.
years ago.
Yes,
Yep,
right.
I would have
You
been
won
10.
You won tickets to this.
I would have been 10. So there was this thing at our local mall where they did this, like, if you can do like a dance lip sync thing to Robbie Williams, give you tickets to his concert. And
Oh no.
thank fuck I don't have footage of this, because I know you faggots would ask for the footage of this,
No, I
But
would ask for
I-
it. I'd fucking find it. And
because there is no footage of it. My mother is the only person that holds footage of it, and I swear to God, if my mother gave it to her, I would stab her in the throat and shiver her in her sleep.
I can sweet talk the shit out of that woman. Don't you fucking?
No,
know.
you fucking wouldn't, because my mother would go, I'm going to send blah 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 to 269 Michael, and I'd be like fuck you are. Do you want to get shanked in your sleep?
No.
cunt?
I'm gonna come sweet talking
You're
when I'm up
very
there.
very emotional. Okay.
Can I finish my story, Michael?
Go hit us. What do you got? You were like 6
so
or something.
I
You won a
got,
lip sync
like,
battle.
yeah, I got right amongst it and like had it up and everything like that, and I came second because
Oh.
I got so
unlucky.
nervous. I got so nervous at
First
like
loser.
the quote unquote finals of it that I didn't lip sync. But the lady from ZM came up to me after and she goes, "You know what? You did such a good job. We're going to give you gold circle front row tickets." And I went,
Oh,
"Oh,
wow.
cool.
You-
How
you-
many?"
you
And she
lost
goes,
it.
2. And she goes, 2. And I went, "Oh, no. But first prize was like a limo ride
thanks,
there, a limo ride home, like all that kind of stuff." So we had to find our own way there, which didn't really matter because, you know, blah, blah, blah. And,
Devil, I'll give you the address. In a
oh
couple
shit,
of
don't
weeks.
give him my address.
No, Devil just said I can send her some lovely flowers to butter her up.
He's a lovely man, this man. Is it? Oh, Devil was a...
Devil is a man. Well, a man child anyway.
Okay. That's the best kind of child.
And yeah, so I wound up winning these like gold circle tickets, like took
That's
my old
insane,
man and everything like that, and it was just like, holy shit, that was like the first live concert I've ever been to. Like,
I have to admit, I think that was probably the one in Wellington was the first live concert I've ever been to. But yeah, no, I'm a big Robin Williams fan as well. So, it sounds so gay though when I say it out loud.
Yeah, I mean, you shldn't be that concerned about it, really.
Hey,
I mean,
to be
you've probably
honest,
done worse. But
I chucked on his one of his later more recent albums, the Swing one.
yeah,
Swing when you were winning, and I was singing away to that.
yeah.
sing when you're winning. Sing when you're winning, not swing.
No, it's
Holy
swing.
shit.
Do some research, bitch. It's swing when you're winning, and it's swing songs from the 50s, bitch.
Oh my
Yeah, it's,
Wait,
actually,
Jack
it's really cool. I like his new
I
stuff.
really like that album, actually.
It's cool. It's very different, obviously, than what he used to do, talking about rocking on DJs or something.
like the thing is I've seen a lot of bands live. Like,
Yeah. What would be your
being a
favorite
bit
then?
of
That was
both.
your most embarrassing.
Man,
That was your most embarrassing. What was your favorite?
holy shit, my favorite. So being a bogan, I mean, I've seen
Yep.
Disturbed 3 times.
What do you think about their new cover of
Sorry.
Sound of Darkness.
Sorry, Devil just said.
yeah.
Devil just
The
said
Sound
Man
of Darkness.
Guys,
Yeah. Holy fuck, dude. That is like the second most played
Right.
song on my phone. I love
sorry,
Dave Jarman's cover of Sound
Fucking-
of Darkness.
Fucking amazing. But more importantly, what does Devil want to know, brother? What
Sorry,
does he
no.
say?
Devil just said, Manhild, I have a beard of some description. Nice to know that it's a description.
But, you know,
Description
that's all
of-
good.
Does he?
but,
Can
I
he?
mean,
Can he?
What? I love how we all try to start talking and then, like, we all stop.
That's how the world works. That's how the world works.
That's how the world works.
Okay, so we are talking. Okay, so your favorite of all time is Disturbed, or is that you're the most common one that you've been to?
I mean, I've seen Disturbed 3 times. I've seen Slipknot once. I've seen Trivium once. I've seen Avenged Sevenfold once. Like, being a bogan, I mean, I think my favorite is Avenged Sevenfold, which I saw in Auckland. But
Okay.
I think that's because at the time, Avenged Sevenfold was way more of a band that I listened to than any of the other bands were
Yeah.
when I went to them.
Okay, more just nostalgia when you watch them.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
okay,
the thing is that like this year, Slipknot's playing in Auckland in October, and Disturbed is playing in November, and I've already bought tickets to both of them. And I think that this time I'm going to I think that this time Disturbed is going to be so much more of a, I want to say like an item, but that's not quite the right word. But they're going to be so much better for me because I listen to so much more of their music than I do Slipknot's new shit.
yeah. Well, because I heard Slipknot's new stuff is shit. Is that
It pretty much is.
comparatively?
I've heard
Yeah.
all this stuff is shit.
Look, this is not a time for judgment, except on.
Yeah, I know. This is
So-
coming from the cunt that lives in fucking Otaki, alright? Shut the fuck up.
We're gonna bring
Hey,
out-
Otakai. Okay, it's classed itself up a little
Otakai,
bit.
yeah, no, yeah,
Otakai
he
in the
lives in
last couple of
Otakai.
years.
Hey, I live up on the plateau. I live above everyone else, alright? I'm high
Bro, he
class.
lives on the bro. He lives above everybody else. That's only because when he lies down, he is taller than everybody else.
Mikey,
Oh, it is a nice
what's
background.
your favorite concert you've ever been to?
Well, my favourite concert. See, this is the thing, and this is what I was saying to you earlier.
Yeah.
Is that I haven't been to very many live events.
Okay.
I don't like to really leave my house. So,
Correct.
so Robin
Fucking
Williams is
hermit.
yeah, I know. Robin Williams is technically the only concert I've ever been to.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Like talking like
to-
I'm talking when I say concert, I mean big arena concert. I've been to small
Like,
concerts
yeah.
like in bars and things like that.
okay, so
Yeah.
if we want to expand our horizons here, what's your favorite live event you've been to?
Oh, see, now that's a bit of a harder one because
Well, you see, Mad Gamers live stream live events. Let's go. What's your favorite live
well,
event?
Mike, hit me quick description 3. Well, your top 3. They don't have to be in any
Well,
particular
okay.
order.
well, no,
have you got 3?
The only reason I say it's a hard one is because it's not one that I've actually been to. It was one I was actually in, and that was Jesus Christ Superstar when I was about 10 years old. I was in
Whoa.
that production.
Well, okay.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
I
I'm not
remember that.
afraid
No-
to- Yeah, that's right. You probably do just barely remember it because I
Were you singing or dancing? I remember you had a shirt. Did you sing or
Both.
dance in that?
Yeah, no, I was one of the kids. I was just in the play or the production, and I remember it very vividly because I didn't actually audition. My mother
Just
auditioned.
showed up and they're like, we need you.
Well, no. That was actually kind of how it happened because
No.
no. It was actually kind of how it happened. It was really funny because my mother auditioned for it, and because I was too young to stay at home on my own, she dragged me along to her rehearsals and stuff. And I remember
Awesome.
because I was there every rehearsal, I knew all the words to all the songs. I knew exactly where they had to be, and I'm pretty sure the reason why they put me in it was just to get me out of the director's hair. Because I used to sit next to him and go, hey, they're not in the right place. Or, I used to basically direct him while he was directing people. So
That is insane.
I'm pretty sure the reason he did it was just to get me out of his hair. I'm sorry, we've had a couple of comments just quickly. Drag racing counts as a live event. It does too! I've been to a few drag racing events, and they were awesome.
On that
Um,
note, Pit Rat Racing? Is it
Pit Rat Racing, yes, that's my father-in-law, yep.
Holy crap. Their new whatever that monstrosity is. It's not a door slammer obviously anymore, is it? What is it?
No,
Is it a door
that's-
slammer?
No, that's their new car fits into door slammer. So that's
Okay,
the
it is a
that's
door
the-
slammer.
Yeah, it's the slightly upper tier. So that thing's gonna fucking fly like a fucking
Holy
eagle.
rap.
Yeah.
Holy
Sorry. Oh shit.
Check that out, anyway.
I'm going
Go-
for the D1NZ events. So Dragon Cup.
Yeah. So
Um,
T-Vex being me commenting on the
Right. Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, no. So my single favorite event that I have ever been to is the D1NZ round. I can't remember what round it was, but it was a D1NZ round at Pukekohe,
Oh, nice.
which for me is 40 minutes up the road, and it was the first year. Like I don't know if you guys know too much. I mean, me being a bogan, I probably remember a lot more than you do, but it
Hey.
got cancelled at Pukekohe for probably about a year and a half.
Well, you might get fucked. You might get fucked. Fix it.
Uh oh. Is that better?
That's better.
Yeah, that's better. Did you hear what I said?
No, that's gone worse again.
Motherfucker.
You're never
I mean,
coming on this podcast ever again.
So-
Mic issues. Like this.
So now
Fuck's
the
sake.
D1NZ is the New Zealand drift circuit, correct?
Yes.
And it was cancelled at Pukekohe because it was too loud and too much noise, too much smoke. Is that why they cancelled it?
It's the same reason why they cancel fucking V8 Supercars.
Everywhere, yeah. Did you see Mad Mike, whatever his name is, Would it, whatever his name?
Yeah, he's just known as Mad Mike, but yeah. He's fucking insane.
Is Mish gone?
I don't know.
feel
He's,
that maybe he's
he's
gone.
fixing his mic, so he'll be fine.
Okay.
I think going to see What?
There we go.
Shedding
See,
a twin.
it works. It works better. Mad Mike is basically my idol. Everything like that.
Okay.
I love how
I was
he
going to
just
say,
jumps
because
back
you
in.
have
I
to be a
went
big fan. If you're a true bogan.
I am actually. He's my brother. No, I went.
I think going
went
to see Shania Twain is more manly.
my.
Thank you
God.
very much. So I'm just reading comments as well. Fuck,
You know what?
been a
You
lot.
can wait.
It's
till I finish
important.
the story,
It's important.
No, D1NZ is definitely like
Thanks,
the best
Devil.
event I've been to because, like, going to like the V8 supercars, you have this like this 50-50 chance of like, being a Holden supporter like I am and bumping into someone that likes Ford who just fucking hates your guts once they find it out and they want to fight you. sort of shit.
I can tell you for a fact that is not true because I've been to many V8
Nah,
events
it's
I've just got
it's-
on the
no,
piss with Ford.
Can you just
supporters.
allow me to use this as a metaphorical sort of thing?
Hit me. Hit us with your metaphors.
But then you go to like
do you got?
D1NZ. No one gives a flying fuck what anyone's driving. If they can get that cunt like sideways around a corner, they're just like, yo, cheer, bro. Like, that's all
I
good.
love your range of vocabulary.
Dude, motherfucker, I have quite an extensive vocabulary range.
Vocabulary? It's not a
Vocabulary.
It's not a Cadbury chocolate, alright?
Oh, shit. Oh,
Oh,
damn.
dear.
Bro, I fucked up then. But no, like, but like you go to a drifting comp and no one gives a shit like who you're supporting, what why you're doing it, what you drive, blah 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 blah, all that kind of stuff. They're just like, "Sup, brother? You having a good day, G?" And you're like, "Yeah, cheer, bro." And they're like, "Oh, cheer, brother," and then they just leave it at that.
The high caliber of people that go to those.
The high caliber of northern bogans.
Well,
I went to a couple. I went to a couple in New Zealand, but I never saw. I think because Mad Mike, he got his. I never saw his real wide body RX-7. I saw his RX-8, I think,
Mm.
and it was ugly as shit.
Bad
And I was
boy.
like, I was so disappointed in it.
See,
Oh.
I remember.
Mad Bull then
Those
became-
comments are so
it be-
funny.
It became
My-
then an RX-7 again, right?
Yeah. So Bad Bull is an RX-7 now.
Okay.
But I remember when I came up to the last like V8 supercars thing in Hamilton was the year before my old man started as the head of Hospo Waikato, and we came up for the last year that was the last year of the V8 supercars in Hamilton because they weren't going to do it again because it cost the city too much, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I remember bumping into the mayor of Hamilton with my dad, and my dad was like, "Oh, this is my son, blah 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 blah. We've come up for the weekend." And she went, "Oh, do you want to come up to the big Gallagher box?" And I went, "Sure, I'll go up to a box. Like, I don't really know what that means, but all good." And so I went up to this box and figured out that Gallagher in Hamilton is just a big, huge, like, massive funder of everything that goes down in Hamilton. So they had this
What?
big, huge tab going on and everything like that. So obviously for me, free beers was a plus. And about 20 minutes into being in this box, the mayor came up to me and she goes, "Do you want to go for a ride in the D1NZ cars?" And I went, "Oh fuck yeah, I want to go for a ride in D1NZ car. Like, that's my jam. Like, that's what I want to do." And she took me down and she goes, "Oh, Thomas, this is," and I went, "Mad Mike Woodette." And he went, and he just looked at me and goes, "How the fuck do you know who I am?" And I went,
He would not have
I mean,
said that,
I'm a-
considering he's probably one of the most famous D1NZ drivers
Hold up,
in
hold
the
up, hold
country.
up. Hold up, because Mike, it gets better. And I went, "Oh, I'm one of the bros from Wellington." I was like, you know Max? Do you remember Max from my crew?
Yep.
Yeah.
do,
I was like,
yep.
Max, and I can't remember his last name, but he was like, "Oh yeah. He did filming for me," and I was like, "I went to film school with him."
Oh wow.
And he looked at me and went, "No shit." I was like, "Yeah, bro. Like, we were in the same film school class." And he goes, "You want to ride shotgun in the RX-7?" I was like,
Oh,
fuck yeah,
nice.
bro. I was like,
That would've
fuck
been nice,
yeah.
actually.
And he was like, sweet, jump in. And so they did like, I think they did 4 laps of the Hamilton circuit. And I was riding shotgun in Mad Bull. And I was just like,
That's crazy, man.
So
You would have
I'm
people
gonna guess-
salivating over this right now.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. Then I'm gonna guess that that's one of your favourite live events. Then
single best live event I've ever
single
been to.
best live event. What about you, Sam? What's
So
the best
I have
live event you've
I have
been to?
3.
You have 3.
I'm
I have still have got 3 to go, but you carry on.
I'm gonna keep mine simple. So my favorite live event, my mum took me to watch when we were living back in New Zealand. Live sport. It was the American soccer team. Anyway, came over and faced New Zealand, and David Beckham was in the American
That's
team
right.
at the time.
You were
and
right
that-
into your soccer at one stage, weren't you?
I was huge into soccer at the time, so that's when I was big into it.
Oh,
Anyway,
Devil, by the way,
watching-
that's football for you. Sorry, Devil's English, so yeah.
Okay. Well, he'll probably know who David Beckham is, and he'll
Probably.
join the
Probably.
things together. So I thought that was amazing. Like I've seen rugby games, I've seen all kinds of stuff, but just actually seeing one of my idols at the time until I heard him speak, that changed my theory on him a little bit.
I know. His voice is amazing.
His voice is something. Yeah.
He's got the single best voice for that body. I would.
Very, very, very interesting. Anyway, that was my favourite sporting event I've ever been to. I went up. I've seen a few concerts, but the most memorable one for myself, like my favourite, was probably one of my first. I went to Big Day Out 2011, 2009. Anyway, Rage Against the Machine, which is probably one of my all-time favourite.
Oh, yes.
All-time favourites.
Very
You know.
bogan.
They played. So I flew all the way up to Auckland from Wellington, which is like a hour flight. I don't know how long it is, but I imagine it's about an hour. It's tiny little flight. There with my brother and my good mate Hayden, who's typically on the podcast, and we sat there and got drunk with my brother. My other brother already lived in Auckland, so we slept at his, and we went there. There was a couple of bands on that were playing, but we literally went there to watch Rage, and it was amazing. Zach Deloitte, I'm pretty sure, sang a couple of songs directly for me because he looked at me at the time, which was pretty great.
Sorry.
So that's something I have.
Sorry, just Devil saying funny stuff. I'm laughing.
What does he say? What do we got?
He just said, "Sexiest man in the world has the voice of a Chippendale." What was it? Rescue Rachel?
I always think of Oompa Loompa when I hear him talk.
God giveth, God taketh away. Oh fuck, Devil! We're gonna
excellent.
have Devil. I'm gonna have to get on this podcast at some point.
Yeah, fuck
fucking
yeah.
hell.
Oh, that's insane.
My
last
It's golden.
Carry on. Yeah, your last one.
Last one, most recent event I went to. Oh, not most. I went to Comic-Con. Anyway, as my good mate Ben Hur took me to the EB Games Expo, and we literally got there. We were dressed in onesies. It was too hot. I was a Charmander. I think he may have been a Charmander as well. We just drank
Why
way
would
too
you
much
be
beer.
anything else?
Obviously, yeah, I know. But I just
Sorry,
needed-
you were dressed as a Charmander.
Yeah, of course. And we drank heaps of beer.
How
We
the
watched all the
fuck
new
were you
games.
dressed as a
It was
A dragon.
part dragon. He's part dragon. Like no, actually no, he's not. It's only when you super evolve him or
Charizard.
yeah, when you super evolve Charizard, he turns into a dragon fire or a dragon. He's never actually a dragon Pokemon. He's never a dragon type Pokemon. Which always struck me as
technically
odd.
speaking, Charizard is a dragon type. Technically
Well, he's-
speaking, although within like proper lore, he's not.
Oh, this is gonna get good. Sam, wow. Okay, good. So, little bit of backstory for you, Mish. Sam really, really likes Pokemon. so go.
Did you not just hear what I said? Like technically,
Yeah. He's
Charizard
right.
is
Yeah,
a dragon.
the motherfucker is a dragon.
Although-
he's literally he is a
although-
dragon.
Within the lore, he is not. I did nothing to
He is
offend
not.
him, so shut the fuck up, Michael.
Mike was getting ready for a brawl.
I
Unfortunately,
was getting
not
ready
the
for a
same.
fight. That was going to be amazing. I was going to egg it on. It was going to be amazing.
Mike's sitting there, his chest all puffed up and everything like that, and now he's just
The
like,
hairs in the back of his neck.
oh no,
Yeah.
there's no.
When you
there's no fight.
when you super evolve him, he becomes a dragon type.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
So like it does finally
Although,
it
to be
happens.
fair,
But
the last time I played Pokemon was Pokemon Blue, because let's be honest, you got to play the OG.
To be honest, the last TCG I ever played was Yu-Gi-Oh, and I still play it today.
what are you talking about?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, there's a Pokemon card game, yes, but it's not.
No, I know, but it's a TCG.
Oh,
and-
you talk about a
cartoon.
physical card game?
No, it's a card game and a TV show and all that sort of stuff. So I was just relating it all together. I'm not a Pokemon fan. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Let's put it that way.
You did it. Okay, you're all right. You didn't. You played
Alright.
Pokemon. I gave you Pokemon
No,
Black on the
no,
on the.
Oh yeah, no, I played the games on the. Of course, who the fuck hasn't played fucking?
I
Very,
actually
very
still
good
have an
very good
emulator on my computer, so I can play Pokemon Blue.
In fact, I'm still playing that on the 3DS actually.
Legit, I imagine legit purchased ROMs. I'm guessing you're playing on that emulator.
I play them on my phone as well.
Mikey, what we're going to do, we're going to cut to your 3. You're going to hit us with them. It's going to be harsh. It's going to be fast. It's going to be sexy. What do you
Okay,
got?
is it okay? Oh, is it okay? Whatever.
Yes, it is.
So
oh shit! They're cutting to me. Oh shit! Okay, all right. I got this.
hang on, sorry. Devil just said something. PG is definitely the worst. Plus, what the dick?
Yeah,
Ash,
I know.
what
That's
a dick
honestly,
Ash was
honestly, like
frustrating.
as a kid, that is the thing that fucking
No, I'll
irked
never
me
let
the
Pikachu
most
evolve.
about Pokemon is that Ash would never let Pikachu evolve. It's like, do you not want your Pokemon to get stronger? Like, you're a fucking
gave-
weak trainer, bro. Like,
I don't know.
He
In
gave him a
terms,
choice. No. Raichu's slower.
that's right, because
That's right.
Raichu's only
That's what I was
through
gonna say.
Lightning
I'm-
Stone, eh?
I'm pretty sure that Pikachu was pretty badass.
Yeah.
I always get him. He's useless.
Anyway.
If I'm honest, if I'm
He's good
honest,
early on,
like,
obviously, because you.
What?
Yeah, he's got good early game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
you smash Misty with him because Misty's fucking hard unless you have Bulbasaur.
I'll be right back.
So-
Go
Wait,
for a smoke. I'll be right back.
Which one are we talking about here? Which game?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Mikey,
Anyway.
What have
I'll
you
go
got
through
for
my
us,
3
mate?
quickly. Okay. So obviously the one I just said before, so the Jesus Christ Superstar was one up there.
That is all.
Sounds too much like Groomer to me. Okay, cool. Anyway, and then I don't know. Groomer? Groomer.
Groomer.
Sounds too
Okay.
much like Groomer. Cool Devil, I understand exactly what you're saying. Anyway, and then the next one for me, probably up there, would have to be probably the first year I went to V8 Supercars in Hamilton.
Okay.
That was pretty up there because that was just a fucking loose event.
Yeah.
The second year wasn't as good because we most of the group that we were so the second event we went up with five or six of us. About 5 of the 6 of us got kicked out of the event.
What?
Yeah,
I never went to one of these with you, did I?
No. So I went up with my cousin and a couple of friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, they remembered us from the year before. Yeah,
You left a lasting impression.
that's how bad we were the first year. That's how loose it got. That they remembered
God.
us so much that when they spotted us, they followed us for the whole day. And basically, when we got to
man.
Ruckus, they kicked one of us out.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, but I mean, fuck, what can you do? We made that much of an impression the year before, so we can't have been very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was pretty good. So that the year where we got really ruckus was pretty good. It was also the year that I got extremely drunk and got cream licked off me by a girl for a competition
Excellent.
in the bars or
Excellent.
something.
Excellent.
It was all a big blur, but anyway.
No, that you should try and remember that because it sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, and then the third one's a bit hard because now that I think about it, I've actually been to a lot of live events when I think about it, because like drag racing, car racing, all that sort of stuff are all live events. So probably, I don't know, maybe the drag racing event where I went to over in Masterton, where a guy named Perry Hunt. Perry Hunt.
Awful.
You've heard about it? He didn't do too well on a run, we'll call it, or half a run, which he only got through. Basically,
I haven't heard of it. What happened?
So basically, his name is Perry Hunt, and he had a door slammer, and he was the only one there with a door slammer. And so he was racing by himself, but he was basically just racing to sort of test the car out, because I think it was only about
Racing times. Yeah.
Yeah, racing time, and because he was testing the car out, because I think it was only about the third or fourth time he'd actually taken the car out for a run.
Yeah.
In its lifetime, and basically, I think the second run he did, he gave it a little bit too much gas coming down the strip, and started to wobble a bit, and then sort of straightened out, but he mistimed the
Throttle on.
the throttle, because he let the throttle off, was wobbling a bit, and then straightened up, but he hadn't finished wobbling before he put his boot back into it, and which basically sent him into a spin, which then turned into flips, which then turned into engine about 200 feet up in the air. It was, and it all happened right in front of my face. Like I was where I was standing was where he started flipping.
Unfortunately, that's one of the best things. That's what people look for. That's what they hope for when they go to those kind of things. Because he was okay.
Oh, he was fine. I think he ended up going to he ended up going to hospital with broken ribs, and I think that was about it.
Okay. I just want to bring up the point that his name was Perry Hunt.
Yeah.
Perry Hunt.
Yeah.
Perry Hunt.
Yep. Perry Hunt.
Real.
Perry Hunt
is one of the worst names I've ever heard in my whole life. Perry Hunt.
Yeah. He wasn't gifted to begin with, so I mean.
Oh, mate. He would have to be a tough person, a tough man.
Oh, he would have had to be. He definitely would have had to be. Just FYI, everyone, Mish has had to leave all of a sudden, so that's fine. We'll carry on with.
I'm going to be honest though. Just to let everybody know, it could be because my baby may be born tonight. My girlfriend is having contraction pains.
Way.
Yeah.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Keep me posted.
Oh, this is good. There we go. Celebration stream.
Fuck, that's a little early. Nearly a month early.
Fuck no, bro. We're 37 weeks on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so keep me posted.
I absolutely will, because you are the godfather to my daughter. So,
Oh, that's right. That's good.
Actually, you know what, Sam? Do you want to be the godfather over Michael?
Fuck off! Hey, fuck off, cunt! I fucking hate that. No, get out.
I'll keep you posted. We'll talk off stream and
we'll
see.
Talk off stream. Add me on Skype.
Yes.
I'm not allowing this to happen.
Oh,
it's happened before. So
Devil just said grats.
But Michael, can you just hold the door, like when because you look like Hodor and shit.
Devil's feeling left out, so he can be a godfather too.
Yeah, everyone can be a godfather. Everyone.
Okay.
Even Devil, who I have met.
Go and get your baby sorted and keep me posted.
Yeah, I will indeed, bro.
Alright.
I'll talk to you gents later.
Cheers, buddy.
Alright.
Good luck.
Happy.
See you,
I got on him a little too early. That's fine.
No, probably a good call. It's probably a good call. Man.
Oh, well, that's
okay. Big night.
Yeah, big night for him.
2 firsts from first stream, first Mad Chat. Okay, number 7, not bad, not a bad one to come into. Lucky number 7, and
lucky number 11 even.
Oh,
good movie.
That's a great movie.
That is a good movie.
That was. Who was that? Daniel Hartnett?
Yeah. Was that his name?
I think so. Something. Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett. That's the one. I knew it was
Man.
Hartnett. I was like, what is that?
Such a great movie. But, dude, a baby getting born tonight. How
I know.
awesome. Do we know what the name is?
I don't think he's told me.
Feel free. Let him know. He can call it Sam if he
I'm
wants.
probably-
Just
I'm
as,
probably
to mark
have to find that
this grand first time on
Well,
Mad Fat.
no. You can't have that, considering my first child is named Sam after you. So you can't have two.
I don't want to get carried away, but just keep it as an option. Okay.
Okay.
Worst case, Samantha. Oh, mate, how are we feeling? How's your chat going?
How's my chat going? It's going good.
Yeah.
Devil's just saying lots of things.
Does Devil want to hear anything else before we cut off at the end of today? This is the first time that I think we'd have the honor of having him being on the live chat while we're streaming.
Could it be called Devil? I'll ask.
Well, you just call it D. No, you can't call it Chick D.
So for you, Sam, you probably don't actually know who Devil is. Devil is someone who he's got a channel called him and Ninja have got a channel called Hive TV.
Now I think I must follow.
You probably do. I've probably told you to subscribe to this stuff. So
Yes.
you may have seen something of theirs, or maybe not.
I actually know I did Hive TV. I saw someone's got a new setup.
You want to hear the New Zealand rugby chart? It's not happening.
Is he talking about the haka?
He's talking about the haka, yeah, and it's not happening because first of all, I don't know it, and second of all,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
There's the kamate.
Kore.
Kaora, kamate.
Kamate, kore. Tinnitus whanaua. Ah, fuck if I know.
That was a pretty solid effort. Like, considering I got no idea. Like, I'm pretty happy with that.
Look, I'm not a sports fan, alright? It's not, yeah. That's it. The Warriors dance.
Esports, legit
Yes.
sports, esports now.
Fuck, you know it. I don't know it. I really don't know it. I really don't know it. No, yes, esports is where it's at for me. Fuck yeah.
Esports. Man, have you watched any live events? Have you seen any events in terms of esports stuff? Because I mean, I imagine for a lot of people, being there or watching them, or some of the best events I've seen, like it is huge.
Well, not really, not New Zealand, because there's not really that much here in New Zealand to watch. All of those
Have you seen
live events are overseas, generally.
Have you seen the Twitch streams or anything of the?
I've seen a live event of. Fuck, what was it that I was watching? I don't even know what it was that they were playing, but I was watching a live event of an esports, and it was more just for the fact of watching the players play.
I mean, that's all I was doing because I got no idea what they were doing. Actually, I think I watched StarCraft. I've seen a couple of times. I think I've seen maybe some Dota, maybe Dota 2.
Actually, come to think about it, I had no idea what they were playing.
Dude, actually, I watched the most recent thing I've seen on it. I watched a Netflix documentary on a couple of the teams. Now, the big American teams. There was a big American team, there was a big English team, and there was like a Swedish team, and it was insane. They were playing. They might have been playing LOL, if I'm saying that right. They might have been playing LOL. Yeah, they may have been playing League.
It wouldn't surprise me considering League is one of the biggest esports games. So I don't know. I don't know. It's for me. It's not really watching the game. I take that back. It is watching the game sometimes.
Yeah.
If you like the game, you're gonna like the live event. But sometimes it's just funny to watch them. That they get so into it, like so into it. It's so funny to watch.
Well, Mish was saying before that his average on StarCraft 2 in multiplayer is something like 60 taps a second, or 60 moves, or 60 somethings in a second, right? And he was saying how the professional players do like 500 commands a minute. 500 commands a minute, and he does like 60 commands a minute or something. And like, so just that level I imagine Mish is pretty good because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But these people are so much. That's a level of dedication. That's training
Yeah.
daily.
But like I'm talking like, but when you watch them though, they get so into like okay, yes, it's probably like an elite athlete, right? These people are the elite players of the game. So,
yeah, they are elite athletes. Yeah,
but you still can't deny the fact that when they do something like they win or whatever, their reactions are like no other sporting event ever. Like just like a pale white guy with his shirt over his head is fucking hilarious. Like I can see that.
maybe
in
I'll have
soccer.
to look into this a bit more because
Dude,
I've actually
so
watched the
funny.
reaction.
It's so funny. You really need to watch it. It's so good. Devil just said that they've got speed running on at the moment. It's amazing. Saw a speed run of Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. Completed the whole game in 32 minutes.
Damn.
Game, so.
It's crazy those speedrunners. They literally don't play the game. Literally, it's you find points where you can break it and you glitch through levels and it's insane. It is insane. I've seen a couple on YouTube of the big ones. There's and these people spend hundreds of hours playing a game just to find the tiniest little tweak, the little ability to, get around a wall faster. It's insane. I'm gonna have a look into it again because they are ridiculous.
Talking about something, just going back to what you said, talking about something that you watched on Netflix. There was actually something I watched just recently as well on Netflix. It was about, it was called The King of Kong. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I've got it saved to my watch list. Is it good?
It's really good. Basically, what it's about is it follows this one guy, Steve something. I can't remember. Anyway, basically he turns around at the start of the movie. It's a guy talking about retro games. In terms of like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, all that sort of stuff, right? And he's saying basically if you want to be the best, and it's all about competitive gaming and world records and stuff. And basically, you see the guy who holds the world record for Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. and a bunch of others. Anyway.
There's something about it, and no one will ever beat his record or something, right? It is so extremely fast.
Well, watch the documentary. I'll say this. But basically what it is it's following another guy who basically turned around and at the start of the documentary goes, I was watching that and I just so happened to see on a website or something like that, this guy's score, the record holder for Donkey Kong. And he was like, I could probably beat that. And sat down and basically bought a Donkey Kong machine and basically played it until he mastered the game, right? Mastered the patterns and everything like that. And he then videoed it, and he got it was the first ever recorded million score of Donkey Kong, which far beat this other guy, right? Anyway. It follows this guy on his whole pursuit. It turns out that it doesn't take, and it's still not the record holder and all that sort of stuff. And it's basically about this guy trying to beat this other guy's score. And he does it a couple of times. But this other guy, and the whole politics of it all and stuff like this comes out, and it's fucking amazing. But basically this guy is just, at the end of this movie, just gutted. Because of, he's essentially been shafted a world title 3 or 4 times by this guy because he's weaseled his way somehow to have the world record. And it's such a good movie. I definitely suggest watching it. The King of Kong. It's really good.
Dude, I will. I will definitely hit that up. Mikey, what we'll do, we're going to end here, okay?
Okay.
You good with that?
I'm good with that.
You comfortable? You have got out everything you want to talk about anyway for short term in terms of events, live events.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean,
beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm kind of hoping we don't revisit this topic because I've got nothing to do with
We
it.
we will, we will revisit it one day, and I'm sure you're going to have something. Alrighty,
I hope
that's
so.
all, folks. Jump on to themadgamers.com, where you can hang out with like-minded people in the forums. You can have a read through the blog. You can have a read through the news. It's all getting a nice little whip around and getting changed up again soon. So we'll be in touch in regards to that. Now, from there, you can gain access to our YouTube channel. Well, you can find the links anyway. Now, if you just want to type it in the old school way, up into your browser search, it's youtube.com/c/madgamers269. Very similar with our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/madgamers269. Thanks again. I've been your host, Sam. We have our very, very special guest, Mish, who unfortunately has had to leave to, I imagine, help bring his baby into the world.
There won't be much helping. There'll be a lot of screaming involved. Trust me, I've been through it.
I imagine there'll be a lot of screaming and him just, standing out of the room or having a cold shower. And a very special thanks to my co-host, Mike.
No worries, and you can catch me on the Twitters on MadGamers269. No, it's not. It's 69, isn't it? Sam, where can we
That's
get you on
correct.
Twitter? Fuck, I fuck them up every single time. Every single time.
At Matt Gamers Sam, if you want to catch me on Twitter. Thanks again for your time, guys.
Catch you on the flip side, guys. Bye!
See you.